just pulling out random moves that he thinks like, you know what, this might just work here. And in this matchup, it could be something that's just like an X factor for Icychains.
Yeah, it's really going to matter if MasterCJ is able to read the 6/6 As. Yes. And Amy for sure has fantastic. Okay.
Well, hey, remember all those things you said, Jay?
Yeah, that's my best. So one thing that I've noticed about the way that Icychains plays Grøh is that he is very good at sniffing out Amy's parries. So I appreciate the fact that MasterCJ is going for red here. Come on, you didn't see that 6/6 coming? I saw it coming before it even happened. Like,
yeah,
you had to. Classic. Who the fuck are you dealing with, bro?
Right. Okay. Nice whiff punish from Icychains with the 6/6B teleporting behind.
Now see, I would argue that punish on the 3A was actually not the most optimal. You can get something like an AK, and once you get red, you can get the AAA to potentially beat. Oh, he ends up getting the parry, sort of. Wow, what a surprise. 6/6A.
Parries, 6/6A is basically a parry in and of itself. But here we go. CJ has the block string pressure. Hits him out of the soul charge attempt.
Yeah, that is a string. You do have to respect that if he ends up going for the full thing.
Oh, wow. Speaking of having respect, CJ is totally respecting the stance pressure.
Yeah, it's going to be safe to reversal edge, but he does have a red guard gauge at this point. And nice sidestep. $20,000 says that Icychains did not know that was the case. Oh, and that's a real shame. MasterCJ in red without roses, and he had to spend his bar in order to try and get that round. I wish that MasterCJ was playing this a little bit less aggressively. You can, I mean, Icychains is getting quite a good handful of reads, and it's also important to note that Icychains is kind of delaying his pressure to a certain degree, where Amy has this one move that's 4A that will kind of get under and deal with any kind of timing or highs that Grøh has. And so you can start using a relatively esoteric move in 4A. But it doesn't look like we're going to see that at all.
No, we're not. So one thing Icychains got a lot of work out of is in the most, well, this, I guess not the most recent patch, but the patch before, Grøh got a buff to his Avenger B+K, which is his stance, and it's like the big break attack where he like slams both parts of his sword down. It got a hitbox adjustment where it's larger, and after wall rising A, it is a force block that you just have to eat, and it's a whole lot of guard damage and plus frames. And he was able to work it into a guard break in that game, and it definitely played a huge factor.
This was in the most recent patch?
Yes. Not the most recent one, the one before.
Oh, funny. I actually thought that was a force block before that.
I think some characters could tech it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. So, yeah, it took me a while to figure out exactly how to use Amy against Icychains, but there is a particular style that is kind of an in-between of you just kind of suffocate Grøh with small, safe moves to where you don't really have to worry about, all that much. So he ends up getting the GI there. Ooh, he's going to get double too. Let's worry about the 6/6A. Right? Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a huge factor, right? Oh, well, it almost worked out right there. I like it.
Yeah, he already has all 4 roses. This is going to be tough for Icychains to try and deal with. So he's going to try and scramble this with a fully charged up Avenger A.
Nice block punish. Gonna go with the stance pressure. Again, not blocking low. Forcing the soul charge out early on, but CJ does have all that resource available to him, but a huge call out from Icychains. 4AA, I never heard of it.
Yeah, it is important to note that, in my opinion, AAA, when you have red, is actually better than 4AA against Grøh specifically. He doesn't really have a lot of tech crouches, and he doesn't really have a way of dealing with something that's that fast and gives you that much frame advantage. Nice step, and that's going to give him the round. I really wish that CJ had not gone for something so ambitious. That was about as risky as it could have been.
Yeah, and there we go with Icychains again, just being very aggressive. Despite CJ getting that early on red rose, he has just kind of given Icychains so many opportunities to come back in these rounds. But it's going to be a lot of damage with Amy Soul Charge.
Yeah, he ends up getting past the reversal edge with the Amy AMS grab, which is reversal edge safe. So it looks like he is picking up the fact that MasterCJ was going for lows quite a lot before. And it looks like he ends up getting hit by the reversal edge anyway, but I appreciate the block.
Yeah, gonna get the 4AA, so much range, and that's gonna secure it.
Okay, so it looks like in lieu of 4AA, and rather than AAA, which what I probably... He's going with 4BB, and 4BB is a pretty big terror for any character that doesn't have an I-10. Yeesh.
You know what else is a big terror?
What's
Grøh
up?
Soul Charge versus anyone.
You can get a ring
just-
out. Never
Ooh,
mind.
Nice challenge from
Nice block.
CJ. Gets the block and teleports in front of you and gets the combo.
Yeah, he doesn't get the proper